Hi, time again for us to bring to you all the latest news making waves in Europe. And you know how you do it on the SportsCruz on the ALMedia channel, where we just kind of twist the stories, but then we try to delve deeper into the sarcastic aspect of every story we bring to you live on this channel. My name is Josiah, and today we'll be looking at some news trending in Africa and also in Europe, because Dreams FC keep on making Ghana proud, something that neither Hearts or Kotoko could even do in the last 20 years. And guess what they've done? They've qualified for the semi-finals of the CAF Confederations Cup, and they are going to meet Zamalek in the last four. So that game between Fenerbahce and Galatasaray had to end in some bizarre circumstances, and that game didn't even cross the 5th-minute mark because Fenerbahce walked off the pitch claiming they are not going to play that game anymore. What is that? We'll be bringing to you why Fenerbahce said they weren't going to play that cup final game against their arch rivals Galatasaray. It is the SportsCruz on the ALMedia channel with me, Josiah. Welcome back. You're still watching SportsCruz on the ALMedia channel. But then let's start off with Dreams FC, who continue to make waves in the CAF Confederations Cup after they were held to a 1-1 draw against Stade Malien at the Baba Sports Stadium. But then they qualified 3-2 on aggregate, which means that they will be making it into the last four of the CAF Confederations Cup. But then this was a team that was playing in Africa for the first time ever in their history. They've never played in any African club competition, but then they keep flying high, they keep soaring high after they end that semi-final bet. But then, what does that mean to the big giants in Ghana football? Talking about Hearts of Oak and Kumah, who are nowhere near the top four of the ongoing Ghana Premier League. And this is a dream side who do not have any experience at all, and it looks like they are teaching the big giants or the kingpins how to do it.
Because actions speak louder than words
In Africa. But then what we are hearing is that it's reported that they will be earning around $750,000 for making it into the money zone, and that is the semi-final. But then also, if they should make it to the final, that means they will earn an additional $250,000, making that $1 million for just qualifying for the grand finale. And that is if they are able to beat Zamalek in the semi-final. But then the big one for them is that if they are able to lay their hands on the trophy, it means Dreams FC will be winning a whooping $2 million for winning the CAF Confederations Cups.
Oh my God!
So for Ghanaians, it's something good for their club football. But then for Dreams FC, they still continue to make Ghana proud. So the Williams brothers keep making headlines for Athletic Bilbao after they led the Basque team to win the Copa del Rey against Mallorca last weekend. And guess what? It's the two guys who just helped their team to win it. And that was their first trophy in 40 years. But then people are speculating that it was that fufu the Williams brothers were seen eating the last time that actually gingered them and gave them that motivation to help Athletic Bilbao to beat Mallorca in that one. And after full time, which the game ended 1-0, it was Bilbao that beat Mallorca 4-2 on penalty. So if this is what fufu is doing for the Inaki or the Williams brothers, then it means if you're an athlete like Benjamin Azamati, they should be aiming at eating fufu.
There is trouble in paradise.
You know, before a tough competition like this, because fufu is proving to do wonders. And we are also urging all Ghanaian athletes to stick to the Ghanaian, local dishes. So news reaching us from the camp of Atletico de Madrid, talking about the under-19 side, is that their current head coach, Fernando Torres, is saying that it's time for him to leave the under-19 side and join a senior team for a coaching role. But then that also comes after it's reported that he's been telling people within the coaching staff that he's outgrown the position of an under-19 coach. And he feels that there's the time for him to take the mantle and lead a team or a top-flight team, to some titles, just like Xabi Alonso is doing with Bayer Leverkusen now, and also Mikel Arteta is also doing with Arsenal. And the question we are asking is that is it the Xabi Alonso effect? Because we also saw how Xabi Alonso started, and Xabi Alonso was also once a Fernando Torres teammate, as both players played for the Spanish national team. So the question is this the Xabi Alonso effect? And how well will Fernando Torres fare should he be given the chance to coach a top-flight team? More on this one on our website, www.almediahub.com. The Turkish Super Cup game between Galatasaray and Fenerbahce came to an abrupt and bizarre ending after Fenerbahce decided not to play the game again after just 2 minutes into proceedings. And guess what happened prior to the game? Fenerbahce had to send an appeal to the Turkish FA, claiming that they had wanted foreign officials to officiate that game between themselves and their arch rivals. And also, not just that, but then they also pleaded to the Turkish FA to allow the date of the game to be postponed because of their Europa Conference League game against Greek side Olympiacos on Thursday. But then, unfortunately for Fenerbahce, the Turkish Football Federation had to decline their proposal, and Fenerbahce were forced to play the game with their under-19 team. But then Galatasaray, they had to field a very, very strong squad because they meant business. And just a minute into the game, Mario Icardi, who gave Galatasaray an early lead. And guess what happened after that lead? It was Fenerbahce, the entire team, including the technical staff, they had to walk down the tunnel into their respective, or into their dressing room, because they said they were not going to continue anymore with the game. Why? Because they felt it was unfair for the FA not to have heeded to their proposal. But then the question we are asking is the behavior of the Fenerbahce team, the right way to respond to such an incident? But then, mind you, that the winner of that game would have qualified for the UEFA Conference League next season. But then for Galatasaray, they are the most successful team in the history of the competition, having won it 18 times, and for Fenerbahce, they have won it just 7 times. All right, so that's all we have for you on this edition of SportsCruz on the ALMedia channel. But then don't forget to also visit our website, which is www.almediahub.com, for all the latest news in sports, business, politics, and even lifestyle, as well as entertainment. But then it's been nice bringing to you this wonderful and special edition of SportsCruz on the ALMedia channel with me, Josiah. See you again on the next edition. Bye.